Hello, viewers. This is Vakar Korvi from TFT Perspective, and today we are going to discuss why Israeli media suddenly become so interested in Imran Khan and his political party in Pakistan. And there is basically a series of articles that have appeared in Israeli press, initially in Times of Israel, then followed by an article by Mr. Harry Richer in Jerusalem Post. Now, this article appeared on the anniversary of the Abraham Accord. Naturally, 4 years have passed since 2020, when Abraham Accord was signed between Israel and UAE and certain other Middle Eastern countries. The aim was that Arab-Israel relations should be normalized, and then gradually they'll be able to convince the Palestinians for a two-state solution, and there'll be camaraderie, based on common heritage drawn from Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam, and then of course these three large religions. But unfortunately, as we all know, on 7th October 2023, Hamas attacked Israel, and rightly so because Palestinians felt that they were being sidelined, and their case for getting right of self-determination plus having a state was being diluted due to whatever reason. And then we have seen Israel conducting military operations. It has almost raised Gaza to the ground, and we have now also northern border of Israel hot with Lebanon. We saw the Pages attack in Lebanon against Hezbollah, and now there is almost a warlike situation between Hezbollah and Israel. So, as far as Abraham Accords larger objectives were concerned, if they have not been fully demolished, I would say they have been pushed back in time. So it will take a while for the normalcy to return, and it depends on how Israel now manages the conflict with the Palestinians as well as Hezbollah and Houthis. Now, coming back to the article, all the talks of rest of the Islamic world and Arab world, but also has a paragraph on Pakistan, and it is, I think, very very interesting. It resonates what appeared in Times of Israel a few days back. One, it suggests that Mr. Imran Khan is probably the only politician in Pakistan. If he comes to power, then it will be convenient for Pakistan and Israel to develop a relationship on a positive trajectory. It also links Trump's coming to power because we have American election taking place in November this year. So, in case Trump comes to power, so he can also kind of push Pakistan, course, or do it through incentives, and this could be a very good combination. And maybe Pakistan recognizes Israel. It also states that Mr. Imran Khan, while publicly, and that has been Pakistan's policy since 1947, rather 1948 when Israel was created, that basically it is the right of Palestinians. And now we do agree that in case there is a right given to them in a two-state solution, then maybe Pakistan can think over it, depending on where rest of the Islamic world goes. But Harry Research suggests that while Imran Khan publicly talks of the same policy that Pakistan or the Pakistani establishment has, but in the hearts of its heart, it has a different policy, and he would like to maintain or actually open up with Israel. And for that, he has tried two-track diplomacy also. And there are also reports in the media that Mr. Zulfi Bukhari was sent there in 2020 with some media delegation to start breaking the ice. So that's I think that's where their point. There I think there is another factor of Goldsmith that we mentioned in the last podcast also. That Goldsmith family basically, which is a Jewish family, there's nothing wrong in being Jew, but part of their family is Zionist also, especially if you look at Imran Khan's brother-in-law, uh, Zach Goldsmith. He's been very supportive of even the current Israel atrocities against Palestinians. So it means that probably there's another way that Imran Khan can utilize services of his in-laws and then develop a relationship with Israel. And that has been, I think, policy of some of the countries, that in case you can't do it directly, then probably looking at under the table negotiations. It also points out that uh, the current political leadership and the military leadership in Pakistan is not for developing relations with Israel. And it's probably Imran Khan only who can, get the job done. So, because of his influence in Goldsmith family and because of his inclination also. Now, if you look at the political rhetoric in Pakistan, and we have seen some of the press conferences by the government and the political parties opposing PTI, and they have very clearly mentioned that there is, some factor of Jewish lobbies influence in Pakistan, which is very, very dangerous. One, it should be in the open. The other is that it is not declared Pakistan's policy. Uh, there's also very interesting offer given to Pakistan in the article, and I think I like to dwell on that. That in case Pakistan agrees through the auspices of Imran Khan to normalize relations with Israel, then Israel can help Pakistan in technology, uh, cyber security, agriculture, and they have, I think, talked of military and defense. But definitely, Israel is one of the leading, I would say, nations. They have a lot of research based, and it is said that they have a lot of prowess in high technology. But I would like to, I think, raise a question for not only for the audience in Pakistan, but also for the audience across the world. After the Pages bombs, which were exploded in Lebanon, and if Israel is tacitly saying that yes, we've done it, and most of, I think, signals which are coming from the Western media, even newspapers like Washington Post and New York Times do suggest that it was Israel's intelligence and the military also in IDF. So it means it was Mossad plus, and there's talk of some unit 8200, which is basically a signal unit, which is I think responsible for such kind of operation. Israel has done it in Iran through Stuxnet and botnets that they, I think, sabotaged some of their, let's say, nuclear plants. And there was also an assassination of the top scientists of Iran within Tehran. And then we've seen Ismail Haniyeh's martyrdom through remote device. So it means they have the technology. But the bigger question is that can you trust Israeli technology in your country? So I think that I'll definitely leave it as a very, very important research question. And adding to that, Netanyahu was quoted by TRT, I think, yesterday on Twitter. And this is something he said about 5 years back or 10 years back, that technologies do exist where you can, with pressing one button, bring the nations to their knees. So would, certain nation like to go to their knees when Israel presses the technology button? So this is a huge question which has actually come up. Although Israel is celebrating this one-time victory, but I foresee that one, they have disrupted the global supply chain of technology, not only mobile technologies, but anything else. It could be TV sets, it could be weapon systems, it could be machinery, it could be medical equipment, anything which uses batteries. And in case the global supply chain has to work, there has to be very strong and effective certification that hostile agencies are not tampered with it and not put an explosive within that. Now, in case Israel offers technology to certain countries, let's suppose it offers cyber security, and we heard that there are certain countries in the Middle East who are very eager to get that. Maybe they already have. Can you trust Israel with this capability that they can bring your nation to its knees? And if you are getting military technology, can you afford Israeli technology in your country? Agriculture technology, mobile phones, software, hardware, and maybe vaccines. Can you trust Israeli vaccines? So I think this is a huge question which has come up. And so far, I have not seen this question being discussed in the international media, but I feel this is very, very important. And then, in case Israeli technology becomes suspect, I would say that Netanyahu, with one press of a button, has actually destroyed the future scope of export of Israeli technology. And maybe they have to suffer billions and billions of dollars. And then comes the Western world itself, because ultimately, if you look at Five Eyes, especially US, UK, they work in collaboration with Mossad when it comes to intelligence operations. So, were the Americans also involved? We don't know. Then comes the supply chain coming from Taiwan, from Hungary, from maybe certain European countries, Australia. So it would become suspect. So this is, I think, going to be a tectonic shift in global supply chain, and Israel has to answer a lot of questions. So for Pakistan, I think they should be very careful when Israel offers. I think even for next 100 years, I don't think so. Pakistan will consider Israeli technology because of this capability that they have displayed. Coming back to the main point that Pakistan, I think, needs to conduct an analysis and maybe inquiry that why suddenly Israel has become, interested in returning, let's say, return to power of Imran Khan. Is there something like regime change operation going to take place in Pakistan? And if you look at the forces arrayed against Pakistan, especially what is happening in terms of terrorism, then international financial institutions pressure, because definitely Jewish lobby is normally there, and their hostile agencies are always looking for ways and means to undermine other nations. So they need to actually carry out an analysis or an inquiry to get into the roots of why this is happening. Thank you very much.